I'm Sean with RaiderIO, here to bring you a gaggle of skips for the Motherlode in The War Within Season 2. This dungeon has more pathing variations than you can shake a stick at, so make sure to let your group know before the key goes in what skips, if any, you plan to do. The first skip in Motherlode happens right at the start of the key, as many groups are opting to hug the left side and skip some of the early trash packs to perform a large pull with the Peacekeeper and Lust. You can do this by hugging the left side and using a priest to mind soothe the patrol. The assassins and vendors are more hassle than they're worth, so skipping as many of these as you can is preferred. Still in the first area, if your group opts not to pull the Peacekeeper in for your first pull, you can skip it by hopping up and over the wall in the top right corner. If you are doing this area without a priest, you can opt to stop your pull early at the corner of this building, and then once your opening pull is dead, you run around the building to the right to jump the wall while skipping the packs in the dance area. You can skip this entire second area, avoiding all the Peacekeepers, assassins, thugs, and vendors with some clever pathing around the buildings and the help of Mind Soothe. The Peacekeepers in particular are a smart skip, as the count they give isn't worth the effort of killing them. This will lead you right up to the last Peacekeeper pack before the first boss. To skip this pack, you'll need a Night Elf tank with Shadow Meld available. The tank pulls the pack into the boss room, and the rest of the group runs in and goes the opposite direction. The tank melds and the mobs reset. If you're a Night Elf Vengeance Demon Hunter, you can use an Imprison on the vendor to remove any risk that he may stop to cast while you're performing this, or you can just pull it with the other two mobs and trust it'll be fine. As you can see in this clip from Yoda, even without a priest to mind soothe the second to last pack, as long as you have a Night Elf Vengeance Demon Hunter, you're covered. He pulls them, drops Sigil of Misery, tags the Peacekeeper pack, and runs into the boss area. His party zooms in behind him, and he shadow melds it all off. This is an expert level meld skip executed by one of the best tanks in the world. Moving through the dungeon, we come to a double Mastermind pack just before Rick's of Flux Flame. This pack as well is more hassle than it's worth to pull, and is ripe for another Night Elf meld skip. In a mirror of the skip before the first boss, we pull the trash into the boss arena, your party runs by, and you shadow meld. The last skip we're seeing performed by most high-end groups is the dual Venture Company War Machine pack before the last boss. As you may have guessed, this is another Night Elf VDH meld angle. Your tank pulls the duo to the left of the map, the party runs up the stairs to the boss arena, and the tank leaps onto the stairs and melts. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sean, what if we don't run with a Night Elf Vengeance Demon Hunter? Well, I've got some sweet new tech for those groups who are fully supporting their Dwarf Prot Warrior friends. If you don't have a tank who can shadow meld these enemies, you can just sacrifice a Boomkin. That's right. All you have to do is force your feathered friends into bear form, have them pull the mobs while the party runs by, and then resurrect your fallen comrade after they get mangled by these mobs. 9 out of 10 feral mains approve of this skip method. Special shout out to Dwilkz for finding this tech live on stream and for muscling through 4 whole melee swings. 07 to you, sir. That's all the skips we have for today from the Motherlode, a dungeon that in the pug scene is almost never run the same way twice. Head on over to RaiderIO/weekly-roots for the best source of roots, skips, dungeon information, and bloodlust timings. We have you covered no matter what key level you're running. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any of our dungeon tips and esports coverage. I'll see you next time.